Need some help?
Who are you?
My name's Ben.
Where did you come from?
Worcester? That's not what you were asking. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I'm Benjamin Newton, your father's new law clerk. And I'm helping him out until the election, and if he wins, keeping up his office here. You must be one of his daughters, Lavinia.
Emily.
Your father said you've been sick.
Oh, right. I just needed a book.
From up there?
Yeah. That's my shelf.
I think that your shelf would be a bit lower. Or in your own room.
My father buys me books and begs me not to read them. He fears they joggle the mind.
Bit of a mixed message. Let me grab it for you.
Is that one right there? The green one?
Emerson. Cool. In the long, sunny afternoon, the plain was full of ghosts. I wandered up, I wandered down.
Beset by pensive hosts. Dirge. I love that one.
It's spooky, right?
Most people quote love poems.
Nah, I prefer a dirge. It's like a different kind of love poem.
Yeah.
So, you read a lot of poetry?
As much as I can. But a lot of what's called poetry isn't really poetry, you know.
What do you mean?
See, if I read a book and it makes my whole body so cold, no fire can warm me, then I know that is poetry. If I feel physically as if the top of my head were taken off, I know that is poetry. These are the only ways I know it. Is there any other way?
Well, here you go.
Thanks. I'm not sick.
Okay.
I'm just pretending.
Why would you pretend to be sick?
So I can write. I'm a writer. Actually, I'm a poet.
I had a feeling. Maybe you'll let me read one of your poems sometime.
Would you like to?
Only if it takes the top of my head off.
Please don't tell my dad, okay? About me not being sick.
Solemn oath. Can you get upstairs without...
I'm invisible.
I don't know if you'll like Emerson's essays as much as his poems, but they've certainly made an impression on me.
Did you underline this?
Maybe. Speaking of truth, I'm not actually married.
But you wear a ring.
It was my father's, and I started wearing it to remember him by. And then I discovered that it helped to stop the
Prying questions and the endless setups from 1,000 Mrs. Dickinsons.
Wow.
No offense to your mom.
Oh, none taken.
A lot of power in a little gold band.
A wedding ring is freedom. That's a new one.
Marriage itself is a bit old-fashioned, don't you think? Take this woman to have and to hold. Just sounds a little like...
Imprisonment?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you don't want children?
Oh, I love children, other people's. But if I had my own, I wouldn't have any time to read.
I feel like you are reciting my own thoughts.
Struck a chord, huh?
The whole piano.
You ever swim in this lake?
My father doesn't let me.
Why not?
He's afraid I'll get sick.
Well, it's too late now. You're already dying.
True. I finished it. I want you to read it. No, don't open it now. Not while I'm in here.
Okay.
Read it when I'm gone.
You mean when you're dead?
Dude, no, I mean like when I'm in the other room.
Oh, gotcha. Will do. I love it.
Who cares if I never see an elephant? I saw a cloud that looked like an elephant once.
Sorry your dad won't let you go.
He doesn't let me do anything. You may have noticed.
Yeah, no reading, no swimming.
And no circuses.
So, what are you gonna do instead?
For fun, you mean?
Yes. How will Emily Dickinson entertain herself?
I don't know. Might stick around the house. Maybe have a conversation with a moth.
Well, here's something.
What's that?
Poetry contest. It says, today is the deadline to enter. We seek the undiscovered lyrical genius of Amherst. That's you. I mean, based on what I've read of yours, it could be.
I know about the contest.
You do? So have you entered already?
Remember that conversation we were just having about my father?
Oh, I really think that he would care if you entered a poetry contest.
I guess you don't really know him yet.
I guess not. Well, that's a shame, because I think if you entered that contest, you would win. You entered the contest.
Not exactly.
You won.
No, Austin won.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's not his fault either. He didn't choose to be born a man. Just like I didn't choose to be born a freak.
You are not a freak.
Yes, I am.
Well, then I am too.
You?
An unmarried man, my age. Of course I am. Maybe we should run off and join the circus. Can I help?
No. No, of course not, you silly man. Cooking is women's work.
But I like to cook. Let me take that. You see? And she spent a little bit more time in the kitchen.
Okay. You've made your point. Now, please go sit by the fire and rest your feet. I want to show you what a good little woman I can be.
Okay. You freak.
Wait, Ben. I'll walk you home.
Okay. That'd be nice.
Look at the light. The way it slants through the trees. You only see light as sharp as that in winter. Thanks for walking me home.
You're welcome.
Walking in silence was nice.
It was.
You know, being with you,
Yeah.
it's a lot like being alone.
Ben, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm...
Oh no, your cough is getting worse.
No,
Ben, you're too sick. We can't go out.
No, we have to go. We can't miss this.
It's okay. There will be another eclipse.
No, there won't. Not for decades. And I promised you this.
God, Ben. Let's stay in. I'll make you tea. We can sit by the fire.
No, Emily. The only fire that I want to see is that ring of fire around the black shadow of the moon, and I want to see it with you. Imagine.
So you've been reading the new book I gave you?
Oh, yes. I'm all about William Blake now.
Which do you like better, Songs of Innocence or Songs of Experience?
I feel like you can't even ask that question. There's two sides of the same coin.
Totally. So, how long has he been in love with you?
He, wanted to marry me.
Aha. And you said...
No.
Kicked him out of the Garden of Love, huh?
I never said he could enter it in the first place.
You know, sometimes I want to ask you
You want to ask me what?
to marry me. No, I mean not to marry me. I want to ask you to not marry me forever.
I would do that.
Really? Should I propose? I mean, no, unproposed?
No. No, it should be the reverse. I should be the one who unproposes to you. Ben Newton.
Mm-hmm.
Will you anti-marry me?
You mean...
I mean to not have and to not hold for as long as we both shall...
Not live. I'd be honored. Here. There, we are now not husband and wife.
I love you.
I love you too, Emily Dickinson. Look, it's starting.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Ben, you have to lie down. Let's go back to our house.
No, I'll just go home.
No, that house is cold and empty. Ben, there's no one there to take care of you. Come on.
Emily. Emily.
Just rest.
You can be a great poet. You're a true genius. You're gonna write things that the world will never forget.
Ben.
I only wish I could live to see it.